Ich bin nicht allein, doch fühle mich einsam. Bin 0,0 mit meinen Gefühlen im Einklang. Seh mich nachher, folgt, doch fürchte das Scheitern. Ich tanze auf der Party, doch eigentlich würde ich gern heimfahren. Himmel hoch, jauchzen, zu Tode betrübt. Ich hätte gerne Sonne, doch der Mond, der genügt. Nur weil ich über exzellente Strophen verfüge, heißt das lange nicht, dass mein Herz sich nicht wohl anfühlt. Und ich weiß ehrlich selber nicht, woher das kommt. Auch am helllichten Tage sehe ich alles sehr verschwommen, als hätte man mir irgendwann einmal den Kern entnommen. Ich bin zu lang durch dieses tiefschwarze Meer geschwommen. Ich bin psychisch labil, ich fühle mich wie ein Freak. Nicht gegen die Welt, sondern gegen mich selbst führe ich den Krieg. Mich packt dieses kalte, leere Gefühl nach nem Sieg. Egal, was ich erreichen mag, genügen wird's nie. Doch ich kämpf weiter, mein Herz, mein Weg. Weiser der Selbstzweifler in mir, mein ständiger Begleiter. Doch ich lebe weiter, aufhören ist keine Option. Bekämpfe die eigenen Dämonen und besteige den Thron. Es zieht sich wie ein roter Faden durch mein Leben. Große Taten, wenig reden, denn der Tod erwartet nämlich jeden. Muss der rohen Angst entgegentreten. Mein Herz rast, Erinnerung schmerzhaft. Doch was mich nicht killt, macht mich stärker. Spür die Kraft in meinem Innern, nenn es Kernkraft. Und die Kraft, die mich runterzieht, Schwerkraft. Atme ein, atme aus. Kein Zurück, nur geradeaus. Die Gaffer stehen am Gartenzaun. Wann zerbricht sein Kartenhaus? Der Druck steigt, Lunge fragt, wo die Luft bleibt. Blut, Schweiß und Tränen schimmern leise im Moonlight. Braucht nicht mal eine Sekunde, nur einen Bruchteil. Glaub nicht an gut oder böse, wer ist schon schuldfrei? So fokussier alles in Slow Motion. Jeder sehen wie Ameisen aus hier von hoch oben. Zerleg sie in Protonen, dreht sie im hohen Bogen durch die Galaxie weg auf dem Betonboden der Tatsachen. Glücksträne folgen die Rückschläge, weil so viele dich fallen sehen wollen wie Hyänen. Sie trauen sich nicht zu träumen, rauben dir deine Freude. Sie haben täglich ihr Leben vor Augen, wie sie's vergeuden. Doch nicht mal einen Tag würde ich tauschen mit diesen Leuten. Sie fühlen sich erbärmlicher, auch wenn sie es verleugnen. Lacht ruhig, ich hab einen Traum, der mir was bedeutet. Los Junge, schau mir in die Augen, siehst du sie leuchten? Bling, bling, ich folg meinem Instinkt, so call me the Kingpin. Trag Gold in mir innen drin, dein Motto ist los, los, mein Motto ist win, win. Sie nappen mich, kleiner Versager, Trottel und Winzling. Während sie schliefen, hab ich weiter trainiert. Schreib auf Papier, alles was im Inneren brodelt, keine Zeit zu verlieren. Bin schon einmal krepiert, weil das Leben dir die Sonnenseite zeigt und wieder irgendeine Scheiße passiert. Doch der Street Fighter in mir will weiter marschieren. Werde ich mich hin und wieder auf der langen Reise verehren. Er hat dich keine Manieren, vielleicht sind sie schöner, größer, reicher, aber im Ich-Sein bietet mir keiner die Stirn. Und ich steh noch nicht am Ende, scheiß aufs Männchen mit der Sense. Sag ihm, cancel deine Pläne, warte ich länger auf Geschenke. Ich steh Gott vor der Wende und sie heben erst die Hände für die lebende Legende. War der wortkarge Chorknabe, man nimmt mich nach Wortratte. Habe nirgends dazugehört, Passagier ohne Bordkarte. Ich vertickte Mixtapes aus der Sporttasche. Klick, klick, Papier und Stift wurden zur Mordwaffe. In jeder Seele steckt ein König und ein Viking. Du musst dich entscheiden, bist du heute Löwe oder Schweinchen. Werde ich mich von den Zwängen in mir lösen, bis ich frei bin? Oder hör ich auf die Chöre, die nur nörgeln an mir zweifeln? Und ja, zu dem Erfolg dazu gehört natürlich Timing. Aber wenn ich diese eintrifft, ja, ich schwöre, dass ich bereit bin. Ich visualisiere, ich kill und attackiere. Ich tritt und massakriere und ein Gröle wie ein Viking. Lass die Traumata jetzt los. Sie verhüllten mich das Kleinkind, doch ich löste mich. Ich bin nicht mehr böse, ich verzeih ihn. Nur im Battle bringe ich sie fürchterlich zum Weinen. Wie ein scharfes Katana spürst du, wie die Wörter in dich eindringen. Das ist eine Nachricht, aber früher hört nicht. Die so gut und macht das Wunder ab. So wird es nicht richtig. Jedes ihrer Worte stinkt und ist eine Bürde für dich. Doch sei dir sicher, dass ihr Licht schon bald in Kürze erlischt. Und klar hab ich Angst, der Gedanke daran zu versagen, verkrampft meinen ganzen Verstand. Darum warte ich nicht lang, denn ich wachse daran. Ich durchbrach diese Wand und ich starte den Kampf.
Yo. Microphone check. Testicles 1, 2. Checking all testicles. Hello, hi, howdy do? What is up with you? It is Wednesday night. It means another round of Crazy Eights. Number 33 qualifier 2 for Street Fighter 6. What did it say? I don't care if the things sting, as long as the thing's in. Hey, it is talking some nasty ass shit. How y'all doing on this cold Wednesday evening out? Well, I can't say out in the south because I don't know where you guys are watching from, but this is the real dirty south where I'm at, you know. Cape Town, South Africa. Hello, hi to you. I was fighting through traffic to get home in time to ensure that, you know, we can get things kicked off orderly because we moved things to 7 o'clock and lo and behold, we started at 7:30 anyway. So sometimes you try and you know what? The more things change, the more they stay the same. I see you, Ida. I see you, Duri. I see you, Reaper. How's everybody doing? Speaking about what we're going to be doing this evening, let me have a look at your fight card this evening because a couple of new names I haven't seen before. So, wrong button. Jammer. There we go. So we got Watch You up against Blader. Apollo up against Fireblazer. My very own Slayer of Mummies up against Sequele. Ankledoo. I suppose that is a distant relative of Knuckledoo. Up against Duri. And if I didn't know any better, I have a sneaking suspicion that Ankledoo could potentially be none other than Uncle Wheezy himself. So, if you don't know how the thing go, for Street Fighter 6 as far as Crazy 8 is concerned, we switched up the format last week. This week, we're doing qualifier number 2. And for Crazy 8, there's going to be 4 qualifying rounds. The winner and the runner-up advance into the finals. And qualifiers are free to keep trying until that final Crazy 8 is locked in. So, add a little bit chat to some of the homies, add a little chat to, you know, just people who run tournaments and shit. And for the qualifiers, we're doing winner takes all lunch money. And then for the finals, we are going to have a little bit of a top 3 payout. So, if you are not in the money in any of the qualifiers, if you make top 3 for the finals, chances are you could stand some bucks, man. Speaking about money, exclamation Matcherino! So that we can get some money in the machine. Winner takes all this evening. So that is how you do. Let me get these players in here. Let me actually get the steering wheel and actually boot up here. Okay, the steering wheel is activated. Ah, this game, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. So good. So good. And then I still have to get to this as well. And then there's this guy in here coming out in about a week's time. It's called Pakumram, but he has another name in the game. It was Rude. But yeah, as soon as I'm done with this, probably gonna get to that. But for tonight, we hit the asphalt. We hit the streets running. So as far as matches is concerned, pools will be in order as per the exclamation brackito. If you don't know, now you know. As you can see on the screen, exclamation match arena, exclamation AFGC. If you are not a part of the African fighting games communities, we have communities with just about every fighting game out, even older ones, you know. Discord fighters. We love us some Discord fighters in the mother continent of Africa, because the closest server that we can reach is the European servers. And normally the Europeans don't want to play with us because the connection is hondkak. But I understand. Nothing hurts more than wanting to land a combo and then you see your whole combo roll back. So yeah, that's not a vibe. Not at all. I think I was playing first to fives yesterday. You know, Ken is nerfed now, so I'm actually not taking cuck from anyone if they lose to Ken. Like, if Angry Bird is saying the character's cuck, and if Tokido is saying the character's cuck, and that his whole game plan has fallen to shit because of the nerfs, which, mind you, Mark the Shark pointed out, the best player as far as Ken is concerned in South Africa. I don't know if there's other Kens on the continent of Africa that I'm unaware of, but as far as Mark the Shark goes, if he says something about the character, I'm inclined to believe him when he gives a take, right? And he says that Ken's things were nerfed, but other people still have those things that were nerfed on Ken. So, interesting decision there from Capcom. But be that as it may, I now play a low tier. So I'm not listening to any other cuck that anybody has to say. Okay, player name. Let's get watch you in here. You. Okay, that's him. This man looks like he's offline. I don't know if that's what I know he's playing tonight, but we'll invite Blader and then we'll give homie 5 minutes. I was telling my wife a bra named Blader signed up. And the only Blader I know of is a small glass like this. Like that small. You drink Black Label out of it. If you're from the Cape Flats, if you're from South Africa, if you know, you know. Okay, so both of those guys look like they're offline. Let's see. Bracket. Apollo versus Fireblazer, Tiny Slayer versus Aquile. So everybody besides Watch You and Blader are accounted for. Let me just actually hit the dude that said homie wanted to sign up. Let me just actually hit him up and let him know. Okay, so I think we're gonna skip the queue. I think I did invite those Reapers in here. Okay. Let me actually let Fireblazer and Apollo know that they can actually run their set, and if they're not available, then we'll just go with Sequele and Slayer of Mummies. Gotta keep the show moving, man. Otherwise, I've been dead, okay? What was I doing earlier today? I was watching something that was quite interesting. Or was I listening to something that was quite interesting? Oh, so over the weekend I bought a couple of books, right? One of them is this book here. Oh, Apollo is here. Sweet. Apollo, if you can queue up for me so long, brother. Room code is the same. Apollo coming through with the prime sub. Thank you so much, Apollo, for showing love to the channel. By the way, Kukamoor. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna get Fireblazer, aka Kukamoor. We're gonna moor the cooker. He's gonna moor the cooker in the moor this evening. Okay, it's gonna be an interesting matchup. I haven't seen either of these guys in a tournament setting in a very, very long time. I know that Apollo keeps current with his fighting game skills. You know, he's always sharpening. Man plays multiple fighting games, always keeping that thing on him, making sure he's ready for the click clack. Reaper activating the hype train. We've hit the sub goal of 10. Now, as my homie Duty taught me, when it comes to progression and levels, once you break a level, there's a new devil. So we're gonna have to raise that sub goal, shift the goalpost, you know, aim higher, aim upward. Make sure that we are constantly progressing, moving forward and advancing. Speaking of, let me spectate, because once these games start going, the games start going, man. Also, let me put some money in the machine as far as Matcherino is concerned. Because why is PayPal being kakskelm? Because I'm donating $5 into the match arena, right? Then they come with a scallum, and then they take their whatever fee they take, and then it's not $5. So let's test. Let's test, chat. Let's test. Okay, it looks like the matches is underway. Fight! Okay, the money is in the machine. Apollo showing shades of Street Fighter 4 shenanigans here, and I don't know if Mr. Kukamur has experience in this matchup, or is it the cheeks? Goddamn, those cheeks are distracting me. I wouldn't even know what to do against this character. Like, when is it my turn? All you see are these luscious long limbs. Ah, damn. Mr. Kukamur, don't feel bad if your Moor get cooked. Punani blessings for real, for real. I feel like Capcom know full well what they are doing with this outfit. This is the Guna outfit for real, for real. Sy sien net al het sies en bene. You haven't even seen this character in ranked yet? Look how this man is playing this character, bruh. No, this man got master with Elena. Which just goes to show, bruh. Anybody in rank playing against this character wouldn't know how to approach this matchup. They're just gonna be out there wondering to themselves like, yay, what the, ooh, what, where, how, when? Either take a step back, watch Elena's movements, like in -2, right? And see what Capcom did with her animations, bruh. Whenever she does anything, there's only cheeks and thigh, my guy. Even the wind poses, dude. Look at a backwards walking animation. What part of the animation did the most budget go to? I mean, I don't want to insinuate, I don't want to lead you on, I don't want to put thoughts in your head, but playing hacky sack with this mind move at all? You're gonna have to define what that means in layman's terms, Uncle Weezy. Apollo moving on, winner's side. Kukamur not able to find any answers in either of those two sets to whatever the hell it is Apollo was doing. Apollo, my guy, you can chill. You are in winner's side. Your next match will be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches time. So you can chill. I mean, dude, I'm not even gonna be mad about the fact that fine ass, tall, dark, mocha skinned chocolate honey whooped my ass. Like, I'm gonna walk away from that beating with a boner. Know what I mean? Speaking about bones, Fireblaze is not out. The things on Crazy 8s work this way, that we do throw you a bone if you lose your pooled match. You will find yourself in the losers bracket. The bracket looks a little bit like so. Come now, update. There we go. So I haven't heard anything from Watch You or Blader as yet. So we will be continuing with the rest of the pools, which is going to be Tiny Slayer versus Sequele. Should be Bubson versus Geef or Dalsum. Either or. Like, one of the things that always surprises me about you, Apollo, is that no matter how many characters you play or how many fighting games you play, whenever you pick up any of those characters, and whether you're playing in a Steam, you're playing in a tournament, doesn't matter where you're playing, like, your brain is always able to lock in what the character needs to do, and you never have the brain freeze that I have, which just goes to show I am scrub. Scrubs like me have a hard time keeping current. Too much fuzz in the brain. Sup, Freezy? Yo, Freezy, when are we gonna see you enter one of these bad boys? We need to see that Cammy online. One night Freezy entered because someone couldn't play, and my lord, I was not ready for the amount of ass that man was beating. Dear lord. That man put his foot square in my bra's ass. Like, I'm not even mad. Actually, you know what? Sign up Freezy, so you can get another pack like that. Motivate him through pain. Oh. That's really making quick work of that life, bro. We didn't even hit 75 seconds yet. Tiny Slayer is almost dead. Flattery will get you everywhere. Hey, hey, hey. Are you still running with Cammy, Freezy? Or have you also picked up Elena, the waifu of the week? That's rude. That one's gonna say, I'm coming. Make up your mind, Geef. What do you want? You can't hope to foster a meaningful relationship with words like, I'm coming. Get off of me. Cammy's still number one. Respect. There's something to be said about character loyalists. Looking at you, Duri. Duri has been a Ryu main since season 1 when Ryu wasn't good. And now that Ryu is like arguably the best Shoto in the game in terms of damage and consistency when it comes to how you can execute your game plan. Now he's like, nah, you don't want easy wins. You don't want to play Ryu. I was like, bruh, you aren't theory. Looking at Judy for a while, trying to work on Terry. I feel like Terry's in a good place. And Jabi's words is like the character is better after the patch. So if Jabi says Terry's better than There they give that man a Moerse clap. Yo, can you imagine getting a PK with Geef's hands? Imagine the size of that hand and you get a PK. Yo, life change after that, my bro. $5. Just need Terry for a couple of matchups. That's one of the things that Street Fighter 6 has made so accessible. If you aren't able to win a certain matchup with a character that you play, there's always the option to switch to another character and take that character and see if you can alter and shift the tides of battle. You know what I mean? Yeah, I agree. Judy and Cammy are quite close in how you want to approach the gameplay, and the difference is Judy has a fireball and Cammy doesn't, right? But they both have more or less the same neutral skip tools, and in terms of damage output and consistency in terms of executing your game plan and hitting your opponent to press buttons in spaces that is going to trap them, both of them kind of have the same approach. What is a PK? You know what a PK is, don't pretend here. PK is a Punani club. Sides would stomp nobody home. Sequele is awake. That man had an espresso before he played this evening. You will not catch him sleeping at the wheel. Oh! This is a no-fly zone, sir. All bisons have been grounded with immediate effect. Thou shalt not fly. Sequele moving on into winner's side, sending the Slayer of Tani's down to the loser's bracket, securing himself a place in winner semis. Next up, we are gonna get Enkeldu up against DJ Duri. Should be an interesting one. I don't know who Enkeldu is bringing, because he's another one of the people who play the flavor of whatever week he's having. So the dice, like the jury's out. The jury's out. The duty's out on this one, so we might see Akuma, we might see Cammy, we might see Chan's Buns. Who knows? A dictator in the Russian skies, it sounds about right as far as the Russian government goes. Stalin geweest? A Geef with Blanca reflexes. It's that chest there, man. It gives him extra levitation. It allows him to react, you know, like that. A split second. Rude! Okay. Judy rocking the Jamie. Judy did say he's not going to bring any of the characters that he's played throughout season 2. He's on the Jamie right now because he believes this character is good, and he feels that people aren't playing the character the way the character is supposed to be played, with the exception of the people that have been playing Jamie. So he's kind of out here trying to prove to himself that this character isn't as low as people think he is, that this character is good. But Uncle will do. Uncle will do what needs to be done. Dude, we knew Enkeldu was Wolf from the jump, bro. Actually changed his name to Enkel Weezy. But it's fine. I'll entertain Will shenanigans week in and week out. Will always brings the element of fun to his online names. I don't even know if this man is creating new accounts every week or if they just allow you to randomly change your name. Because normally like name changing is something that you have to pay for these days. Like they monetize everything. Everything is an opportunity for you to spend some money as far as gaming companies are concerned these days. That's a dude, like I don't know where Will finds the time to keep changing his online name for every tournament, bro. 100% correct, Sequoia. I agree with that, my guy. Low tier does not mean that the character is bad, it just means that the character is not as popular as the other characters. It doesn't mean that they aren't capable of absolutely cooking your ass. Okay, the life deficit here does not work in the favor of Duty. Ankle Weezy, up a game. What's a Manon player from the EU? I can't remember, but like, that Manon player is good, bro. Okay, Blader's in the room, so we're just waiting for Watch You. And that should finalize our pools. Manon being bad is propaganda. I don't think she's bad, I just think she doesn't do as well in as wide of a matchup spread as the other characters. But Manon can definitely two-touch you, bro. No reactions on the DI that time. Ankle do up, around, and again. This could potentially. Put your touches up, put your touch up, Dude, his last match in the pools. Last round in pools. Looking like he might be headed out to the loser side. He needs to channel the will of alcohol. In this case, because in order for Jamie to be set on fire, he needs to drink. Oh boy! He activated the Super Saiyan. Long hair, don't care. Hold this mix. I still feel like if you take Jamie to 4 drinks in a round, they at least need to give you 1 drink for the next round. I feel like that will help this character substantially. I don't even think it will make him broken. She dies to Geef and JP. That's dismal matchups, but I feel like every character has polarizing matchups in this game. Maybe you guys will need to school me here. What character has the best spread in this game across all matchups? But Sequili, you a neutral god. You can't nerf Zangief's neutral if your neutral is godlike, bruh. You are one of the most godlike neutral players right now. You get beaten out by characters that have better interactions than you, as far as Geef's kit is concerned. I don't think people can out neutral you. I think that if you ever gravitated towards playing like a Shoto character full time, I think you'd embarrass a lot of other people, dude, that play those characters. Okay. Looks like the alcohol is taking its effect now. Duty is on. Round 1. Fight. Okay, ankle do switching up the tempo ever so slightly. Oh, Johnny's walk speed is so good, dude. He doesn't need a DP. You jump close to him, she just walks under, punishes your landing frames. I'll stick on the throw. You're gonna have to get them drinks in, man. Yo, Freezy, if Watch You is a no-show, dude, How you feel about jumping in? How you feel about running the set this evening? Might as well, my man. Ooh, what a burnout string. Watch it. Wait. I was gonna say now, watch for the wake up level 3, bro. That man has a full stack. Oh, that's dead. Should have done the level 3 there, my guy. Could have killed 2 combos ago. Oh, nobody home for that. Makes it safe. Oh, but Will knows the OS. Puts him in burnout in the triple. Lot of damage. Is just enough. Ankle do. Moving on 2 games. To do this one, Duty finds himself in the Shark Tank. Okay, I need to make my fight screen bigger. So do this here. Okay, I don't know where WatchU is. Freezy, do you need the code? It's on the screen right now. If you can't see it, please join. You will be up against Blader. Blader playing on Wi-Fi. Para God. Okay, I need to make that stipulation from next week. I need to make that stipulation from next week. No Wi-Fi warriors. Mans is already in. No stress, bro. No stress, Freezy. I feel like this one is on me. I can't really face this man cuck because I didn't stipulate that no Wi-Fi warriors. Going forward, that will be a thing because in the year of our Lord 2025, no one deserves to fight against the Wi-Fi warrior. Okay, so let me go to participants. Remove WatchU. And just like that, give me update. Okay, while we wait for Blader and Freezy to queue up, let's have a look at your fight card. So the bracket's shaping out nicely. Yo, whoa. Why is Freezy in losers? Freezy shouldn't be in losers. Okay, there we go. That fixes things. Tastes like onion. Love you. Nice, baby. I am. What time? Man. I'm available. I don't think I'm gonna make it in one time, but yeah. Okay, hold up. Okay, doesn't look like the Wi-Fi is worrying Freezy, but I'll take comments after the set. This man is playing Guile, bruh. Shit. Not a matchup you see as well. Suma stalking loses. my bad, fam. My bad. I did not mean to do that.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh. Okay. Freezy showing adaptation here. Recognizing the pattern. Ooh. Ah, unlucky. Easy with the reactions though. Oh, good neutral jump from Blader.
Guile wins.
Three frames. I don't know, dude. You're gonna have to tell me if that's good or bad. I don't play online enough to know whether or not that is game breaking. It's really bad. Okay, if you don't want to continue the fight, it's cool. I would understand, my guy. Let me ask this dude if he can switch to LAN, if possible. Okay, let me just hear from him, Freeze, if he has the ability to switch to a LAN cable. I'm just looking to do on the side, just like Give me a second. I'm just trying to hear from him if he can play on a LAN connection. If not, then artists. Okay, dude says his connection is normally 1 or 2 frames, so I'm gonna test and see. Yeah, from next week on, I'll definitely put that stipulation in there to avoid shenanigans.
仕方ないな。やるか。来た。スタートだ。Round 1. Fight. Shooting. Shooting.
Okay, let's actually play the match and see.
Round 2. Fight.
Oops. Oops. Level 3. Ooh.
Guile wins.
That was decent. Yep. Like, yo, please. The man is 100% right, bruh. His connection didn't jump to 3 frames once. Everything was solid, man. That was 130 frames, delay frames 1, rollback frames 2. I feel like online for the sake of tonight, I feel like that's doable. That's decent. But from next week on, hard rule. LAN connections only. I'm getting old now, guys. I'm getting old. You guys must remind me about these connectivity issues. Bring your own wire. Gak funny. Freezy got Terry up in Master as well. God damn. You guys been putting in work. I think it might be your guys' connection, Freezy, to each other. That is an issue, because I can see the spikes. Mo nice.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, I'm also spotting the gaps, but I think the connection that they have to each other is problematic. I don't think that Blade's connection is problematic, because I played with him and nothing when I played felt stuttery or laggy or anything like that. Freezy doing a lot better with the Terry. Goes for the install.
Shooty.
Okay, no more gas in the tank. Brought it back from the ass crack. Unlucky. No level 3 reactions on that interaction. I can also see the lag. Zaid, I'm not gonna lie, bruh. When I played him, I didn't have that same issue, but I think it's their connection to each other. Do I know Boo Boo Peen? No, but I know Juju Bean. Okay. Let me enter the last scores here. Freezy going 0-2 by way of bad connection and a good player. So we are going to continue with the loser side action chat, keeping your Crazy 8 qualifier 2 for number 33 underway. It is going to be Tiny Slayer up against DJ Duty. That's the homie team kill. And then we're going to get Freezy up against Kukamur, aka the Blazer of Fires from the land of 420. Dude, I don't know why you're getting 5 frames, Freezy. I took a screenshot when I was playing him, and that thing was rock solid the entire match, bruh. Rock solid. I'm going to put it in the Street Fighter group chat, and you can see. Freezy, what's your name in the group chat? Duty, Tiny Slayer, come. Fight each other. No, Freeze cannot go first. You know what, Freezy? Come Reaper, man. You know how the game go. Don't come and give me tricks here. See there? DJ Dury, Tiny Slayer, then Freezy and Fireblaze. I can't let Freezy play 2 matches back to back because he just played. Just posted it, Freezy. Punk, 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 punk. When is Reaper playing? Reaper's supposed to play now, but he had to go take a cack quickly. Pre-match cacalitis. The man got nervous. He saw Freezy's in the bracket, so his nut started working because Freezy scoped his eyes in the last time. Must take the laptop. Reaper, you must take the laptop with the toilet. This man chat during the connection test. Nah, next week we will be strict chat. I'm sorry, I apologize. With a big sign. No cable, no enter. Actually turn that crap off. Psycho Panda. Apologies, chat. You need to turn that shit off. Ooh. Yo, I hate when that happens. You land a Lego confirm and then you drive rush and then your one input didn't register and then you just see blue stuff. The blue shimmy. So drink a lot. Nog zo enetjie. Oei. Ja, maar drink is klaar. Wait, whoa. Tiny Slayer puts a game on the board. DJ Dury tournament nerves. Sup, Juno? Juno coming off an impressive City of the Wolves run. Going down to Ashy in losers finals. Man played absolutely out of his mind. I'm good, my dude. I'm good. Anytime we get together as a community and watch fighting games and play fighting games, I'm happier than I was an hour before. Dury uncharacteristically dropping the these combos here? I don't know if that might have been the Drive Rush extension. I'm not cool enough to know Jamie combo routes, so wouldn't be able to tell you if he whiffed. God damn. Yo. The tired bones just snuck in there, chat. Out of nowhere. Ooh. Okay. Life is a little bit low. Ooh, looks for the A to A. Into the V-Boy confirm. That's a level 3. Drops the combo! Again! Why you no level 3? You die! One. Two. Three. No drinks. We mix. What? Oh, disgusting. Drive rush. Point blank. DI. Oh, you waited for the bomb? Finally lands the level 3. What cock level 3? Don't kill? Yes! Yo, that is cock anticlimactic, maybe. That is most cock level 3. That means. Oh, someone make me press the wrong button. Lord. Lord. Paragod. The one level 3 have too little damage. The other level 3 is too much damage. You dropped the combo. Ay, ay, ay. Tournament nerves, duty tournament nerves. GG's, it's what it is though. Next up is going to be Freezy up against Kukamur, aka Blazer of Fires. I actually need to check how he spells that. Because I'm going to spell it the way we spell things on the Cape Flats. I think I saw it like that. Reaper's new name is Kirk Franklin. Stomp! Everybody now. Stomp! Let me hear you say, stomp! Well, that is a fucking 90s joke, my bro. Nobody's gonna get that cuck besides old people like you and me. Away, stomp! Let me hear you say, stomp! Everybody now! You know what, Reaper, for the rest of the tournament, your name is Kirk Franklin. Blame Will. Will's fault. Get off me! You know, Fire, I know you're playing now. I know you're playing, but I downloaded KOF earlier, bro. And I was playing for like a Lecky session. And I was thinking to myself, yo, this game is just, but there's certain things that I can do on control when I play that game that I can't do on Hitbox, purely because of the inputs that it requires. And I kind of understand why people don't play SNK games, because SNK games do not cater to modern inputs. And when I say modern inputs, I mean quarter circles. But then again, in general, SNK games don't do well. Damn, Freezy won a perfect, and now he's getting... Jeez! Might as well be. It's that pussy you had to keep in. Okay. Kukumur showing that he does know how to play this game. It's just he got caught off guard with Apollo's Elena. Cannon strike. Oh, that suppressor is such a nasty ass move. Ooh, why you pressing buttons, bro? Yep, Freezy's cameo is nice, my guy. Ooh. Yeah, anything you can do, I can do too. Okay, now you throw Freezy. Oh, check. That one cleared all the way to the bank. Oi! God damn! Those reactions were late. Like when payday's on a Saturday. Freezy's kinda playing. Ooh! I like how Kukumur is using that drop leg, forward lunging drop leg maneuver to kill frames. When in doubt, throw it out. Yep, throw fighter 6. Jeez! The hitbox on that crouching medium is heavy. Woo, late DP. That man almost landed at Heathrow International before that DP came out. Yep, I agree with us. Take the confirm. Complete the life ball. Okay, Freezy does have 3 stacks. I was gonna say one good confirm can swing the tide of battle here. Commentator's blessing, chat. For once. You know?
Cammy wins. Round 1.
Okay, Freezy is on the board. The Booty International has taken flight. No, Juju, don't trade him, because then we're gonna have a problem when we play lobbies. It's enough I don't play fighting games consistently. Now Duty's gonna learn how to play Jamie from you, then he's gonna be a pain in my ass. Yep, burnout string. Woo! The side switch! The side snitch! He got caught keeping it honest. Woo! Get off me! Jeez, that thing is active. Oh! Oh! Data missile go. Should have gone for the level 3. The hammer of justice. I need to disable VSync or whatever cuck it is that's making this line across the screen. I think I changed my settings when we went to the offline because the TV was 100 and I think it was 144 hertz, 75 inch TV. And we turned this cuck on, and now that I'm back home on my 1080p monitor, it's making this weird ass line whenever the animations go woo-ha! Dude, Jujubin is always jamming. Oh, Kukamur! Dying to the thighs of thunder. Crazy Pops moving on losers side. GG's Kukamur, GG's my guy. Just coming up short on the tail end of that one, but shouts to PDC for playing an absolutely ridiculous game. So we look at your fight card, they're gonna look a little bit like this. It's gonna be Blader up against Apollo. That's gonna be your first match for winner's side. Then you're gonna get Sequele up against Uncle Do, and then we're gonna dip down to losers, and whoever's losing on winner's side is gonna go down into losers side, and then we're gonna get losers quarters and losers semis. Then we're gonna get winners finals, losers finals, and grand finals, because those are your first to 3 matches. Speaking about matches, there's nothing like a match arena. As you can see, there's $5 in the machine right now. If you have a spare 20 lying around at home, a spare 50, a 10, don't matter what it is, all contributions towards the prize pool goes directly to tonight's winner. So if you want to send somebody home with some lunch money, you know, put some money in the machine and make their day tomorrow. Let me just let Blader know he's up. Let me actually take a picture of the bracket for this, homie. Hey. It's no time to start the podcast. It's when you turn on the input delay option. Oh. I've never played with input delay on. Irfan turned that cuck on off. Sequele, you are 100% correct, dude. It must be on. Okay, why must input delay option be on? Guys, you guys are teaching me some shit here, because I've never played with it on. I've always played with it off. God damn! The cheeks are clapping. But now, why does it cause the screen tearing? I feel like they should find a compromise, because if you want us to play the game with as minimal input delay on, you can't allow the screen to tear whenever there's cool shit happening on screen, because that just takes away from the viewing pleasure. It turns VSync off. Okay, so I'm on console. My name is still up there. I'm not the scantily clad Kenyan girl. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, I love the fact that you keep me honest. I get caught up talking cock.
Elena,
Yeah, Blader doesn't know how to fight this character. Okay, character switch, bet. Oh, when in doubt, pull a Ken out. Tale as old as time. Blonde to say the least. But Ken is a fair character now, so... You know what I mean?
は期待しないでくれ。
Ken is not kenning like he used to. Aina Elena. Kamka, yo Blanca. Usia Marissa. If it's time. Yo, why is my shit spazzing, son? Why is my shit spazzing? To have a pocket kin when you main Guile is just fucking diabolical. You go from playing Turtle to Rushdown. Crazy. Dude, look at this man. Look at how clean this man's Elena is. She's really out here playing hacky sack with a whole human being. God damn! Yo, that kick off is disgusting. That kick off after she threw you was just almost like, Pull, get out my way. Dancing girl scares you. Everything is first to Apollo up until winners, losers, and grand finals, my guy. Ken don't care who you play, everyone gets throw loop. Oh, what a check. Side switch. Interesting, he goes for the fireball after the side switch Dragon Lash and the DP. I understand. Making work for us.
Round one. Fight.
Oh! Dude, Elena's movement is so mesmerizing. Like, she just looks like she's floating. Okay, so I don't have a 120 Hz monitor. My monitor is a Samsung 27-inch and it's 75 Hz. And that's probably what's hurting me, right? Hurts that I don't have a 120 Hz monitor. I feel like I said hurts too much. I feel like Danny K. Hurts so bad.
Round two. Fight.
For you whippersnappers in the chat who don't know who Danny K is, go to YouTube. Danny K hurts so bad. Schmicks! Oh! Sus. Sue. PS5 only does 60 and 120. I did not know that, right? I was playing on a Samsung 52-inch before this as my gaming monitor with my PC setup. But it was a 720 monitor, and then I had my nephews over, and you know, boys and balls, and the ball ended up in my TV, and then I got this one, and I didn't go for another TV. I instead got an actual monitor. And when I was looking at monitors, I was not thinking about refresh rates and 120 hertz and all that stuff that one needs to think about with the new era of technology. Nice air to air. Has 2 meters available. Oh, unlucky. This is game. I was thinking the same thing, Uncle Willie. I was thinking the same thing.
Ken wins.
Blade Fade moving on into winners finals. Next up, Sequele versus Uncle Duda. Okay, let me actually tell homie he's in winners finals. He can chill. The fact that Sequele has just been jamming Street Fighter 6 on his Switch to common WhatsApp bundle W. Dopey chatting for the first time and choosing violence. Nah, Dopey man, don't stick it so man, bro. You don't have to be like that, bro. Dopey so masticate wild.
Show me everything.
Okay, these two know each other like the hairs on their hairy palms. Does Switch have mode? Yes, it does, bruh. Sequele probably plugged this fight stick into his Switch because there's no way Sequele is doing what he does with Geef on those analog nubs. Man who's shaking his way to winners.
The sweet spot.
I'm not sure if that's big Dopey or big Dopey. Either way, man chose violence.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, Sequela letting everybody know I gotta switch too. Quick question about the input delay, right? When you turn input delay on, that only affects you, right? And when you do inputs. And I would assume it would also affect when you play offline versus, right? Oh!
This is your last ride. Let's go.
Scummy AF, my guy. Like you think you're winning the round, and then you just see that man throw his hands up in the sky. It's party time! Oh, good call out by Uncle Do. Level 3. Uncle Do is one of the most stingy Street Fighter players I know. This man will not spend a bar. But he'll go to a bar. But he says he's reformed now, so I may be speaking. Damn! Okay, Sequela looking to catch Amy. Oh, unlucky! Unlucky. I make that mistake all the time. I misjudge the jumping arc because I want to do a DI, and then they cross up and then they smoke me. Yo, it is a cock long yo now. Been a long day, chat. Been a long day. Cape Town traffic will tire you out. I don't know which side. I don't even know if traffic in other parts of the country is as terrible as it is here. Lord. It's because we only have 2 lanes going in most directions. The town planners and the city planners did not anticipate what would happen in Cape Town after the year 2000. I did manage to grab a bite of something and I still got like half of it left. I just put enough juice in the tank so that we can do the stream, bro. Like, talking for the length of a stream, like to commentate games and talk to you guys. I've gotten used to it over the years of doing this, but it does, like, you can't do this on an empty stomach, bro. You will pass out. But it's also the fact that, you know, full day of work and driving in Cape Town traffic, which is ridiculously cuck in winter because everybody drive like they sleep at the wheel, which pisses me off to no end. Like, one of the most fascinating things about driving in Cape Town is how everybody is just half asleep while they're driving. Like, if everybody just drove the speed limit, you'd get home a lot quicker. But I don't know. I mean, just probably on their phones, looking out the window, taking a stommel, texting the other Russian. You never know what cuck people are up to in traffic. That's why I don't hate the taxi drivers. They're trying to get people home as quickly as possible, but they also catch on mad cuck. There's a video circulating on social media a week or 2 ago of a taxi that jumped the robot. I think it was at San Lampero. And as he jumped the robot, this other brother was turning, but the other brother that was turning had right of way, and he knocked that car jits. It is fascinating me to no end that Will is spending bar. He never spends bar in situations like that. Oh, so Quayle fighting for his winner side tournament like that. Oh my goodness!
This is your last ride. Let's go.
Aina.
Zongia wins.
My spine to my feel sore for Chinese part.
Round 1.
I feel like I need to pull a skate now, Fireblazer, just for the pain, bruh. Like chronic back pain. Real-time neck injuries. Yara, bruh. And Sequele always rips that thing in the most unsuspecting times, bro. Even when he does cuck like that, you don't expect him to drive rush, stop point blank, and then rip a SPD. Tap, tap. Okay, Sequele trying to secure himself a place in winners finals against Blader is 1 round away from doing so. But if we know anything about Uncle Do, he is able to make adaptations and switch it up in real time. Oh my goodness. I feel like when I say that this man will do it in the most unlikeliest of situations, he takes it to heart, bruh. And he's just like, you know what, Fife? Just for you, my bro. I'm gonna rip this cack out right here. It's where they do Band-Aid level 3s. God damn! Uncle Do being sent down into the losers brackets by the hands of one Red Cyclone, aka the People's Campeon, Sequele. So we'll be moving on to loser side action. Our matches are still first to all the way. If you are feeling some type of generous exclamation match Reno, click contribute and you can put some money in the machine. If you do not want to put your own money in the machine, you can always click on sponsor quest and claim one of the codes on the side, or claim as many codes as you want and just put money into the machine, man. All the money goes to the winner of qualifier number 2 for Crazy 8's number 33. We are loser side. It is going to be, goddamn, Apollo versus the Slayer of Mummies. Not the likeliest of matchups that I would have expected, but that Ken came out of nowhere in winners semis, man. So that's what your bracket looks like as of right now. So it is going to be Apollo CPT up against Tiny Slayer 47. Then we're going to get Uncle Dudang up against Freezy. Don't know who we're going to see or what we're going to see from Uncle Dudang, but I know Freezy's got a Terry and he's got a Cammy. And Sequele is sitting pretty in winners finals versus Blader. I was about to say now, my bro Reaper, I hope you cut yourself out, bro, because can't wait for you to take another cut, my bro, before the next match. Like, I hate having to wear these. These are purely because I spend so much time in front of screens. I spend time in front of screens for work, and then after hours, I spend like another 4 to 6 hours a day. This is Capcom. Guys, did you see what I saw in that slow-mo animation there? Nah, Capcom is gooning with this kind of war. This is the Gooner DLC. See there? Every time this character moves, my bro, you just see the whole Foxy bonnet. See there? Yes! I hope it's not a smell killing bison. Did I see that outfit full? Brother, brother. That's the Gooner DLC. That's the real Gooner DLC. This was the precursor of Freezy. This was the let's test the waters and see, and then we go full-blown Gooner. Capcom did such an amazing job with animations in this game. Like when you do cool shit like that now, it just looks so good. Even Bandai did such an amazing job with Tekken 8's graphics. That game looks amazing. Not the biggest fan of the gameplay, but that game looks amazing and it's super fun to watch at high level. Competitive level, Tekken 8 is super fun to watch. But my goats are struggling. Yeah, SNK, come on. Okay, Nightmare knee press because he does not want to deal with this bullshit. Tiny Slayer needs to find a way out here. He needs to find the thread to victory and do whatever it takes because Apollo is not taking his foot off the gas. Oof. GG's. Thanks for coming. You could not slay that Tiny. Apollo making quick work of the Tani and slaying. Next up is going to be Enkeldu versus Freezy. What's that swimsuit skin gonna look like? It's gonna look like skin. It's gonna look like a skin suit. You're gonna need to take a swim after that. You're gonna be warm. Sop nat gesweet. That was me looking up to the heavens for an answer. Asking the Lord why? Why is Ken still suffering with a cuck outfit 3? I don't even have any idea what cuck they're gonna give him for outfit 4. Like, yo, Capcom, I wanna give you my money. Please create a costume worth spending my money on. Not that cuck skinny pants biker outfit. For a god. Lord. When I think about cuckins outfit 3s, I feel like buying Street Fighter on PC just so I can put mods in. You have no idea how to punish the auntie? Ask nicely. Auntie, how do I punish you? What do I do here in this situation? Pam 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 pam.
operation.
Beginning operation. And switch update. And now? En nou, wat gaan die aan? Hoe die ziet? Oh, Uncle Do. Uncle Do down. It's too late to drink a watermelon Red Bull now, no? Probably wants to change the CFN name. It's too late to drink a watermelon Red Bull now, no? Yo, I grand the flavor of that, eh? Holy shit. Another flavor that I'm really grinding these days as far as carbonated drinks is concerned is Score quote immune booster mango and peach flavor. That shit is delicious. Like if they sold that shit in 1.5 or 2 liter, I would buy the whole cow because that is the milk I like to drink, my guy. Oh my god. Where's Uncle Doodang? I just asked now, Freezy. Got DC'd. Must stop watching Orange YouTube when you play Street Fighter. You won't get DC'd. You're missing the I and the K in DC'd. Man, playing Call of Duty Real Warfare outside. One of the reasons why my tiny didn't moved out of the plane, bro. The Modern Warfare was way too real. Owen's got no lane. Man, I just decide to pluck any time of day, irrespective of who's outside, who's in the crossfire. Malkat. Is the plane worse than Delph, me bro? I think that Delph caught up to the plane, my guy. I was born and raised in the plane, and the side of the plane where I stayed, that was a norm, me bro. Walking out of the joint, me bro, you just see, like when we were lighties, you know, you could stand like on your, lamming on your Vibercrete like this, and then right here in front of you, your Brassos gang affiliated are chasing each other up and down the road, bearing arms and sending slugs each other's way. Don't cock me, bro. Brassos that grew up together with each other, chose sides and ended up shooting each other to smithereens. That's why when I think about it now as an adult with my own lighties, like, it's fucked to go back to in that place. Great memories, tijdelijke brassen, but also a lot of heartache, a lot of pain. Like, I saw some wild shit that I'm not gonna say on stream, but like when you ask me if it's worse than Delph, like, I think the plane and Delph are probably the same in terms of how severe violence is, especially gang violence and gender-based violence and drug-related violence, crime, all that shit. Poverty is a breeding ground, bro. For that type of cock. Anyway, with these drugs, alcohol, and poverty on the Cape Flats, I'm going to assume that the level of violence is the same. Ooh. Good work punish on the side of Freeze, but no follow up. At least it's not Menenberg, my bro, it's the same. Menenberg is just concentrated, it's just condensed. Menenberg and Nova Park, Bishop Lavers, anywhere where you have courts, where there's blocks of flats, it's just condensed, bruh, but it's exactly the same. In places like the Plain and Delft, it's spread out because there's larger areas of turf for one faction to lay claim to. And it's all about money, bruh. That's all it is. This bruh don't want that bruh to make more money than him, so what do? Indoctrinate impressionable lighties with material possessions and firearms, and the music compounds the issue, bruh. Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily an IQ amongst colored people, dude. I think more it's a systemized, oppressive environment that is functioning exactly the way its architects intended. Please with game number 1. The Cape Flats is the brainchild of the apartheid neighborhood, my guy, as is most of the ghettos in and around South Africa. And if you take all those people that live in those areas, right, and you give them access to a living wage, to decent education, and you will see all that cuck disappear. Because like where I stay now, right, I didn't even know that living this peacefully was possible because of where I grew up and how I grew up. I grew up in the Plain, bought my first house in the Plain, away from the cuck where I grew up, but still hyper aware of the fact that I know where I should and shouldn't be given any time of day. And then I think just after COVID, my wife and I decided that we want to move the family out. And when I got here, bruh, like just observing how relaxed people were. Maybe like if you in the Plain and you walking down a long stretch of road and you got your phone out, that's you putting a target on your back for somebody to come and rob you. Yeah, the lighties walk like at weird hours of the night, my bro. Just scuttling, phone out, in groups, and nobody bother nobody. Why? Because there's no poverty. Nobody's lacking, nobody's hustling. I mean, when I say hustling, I mean hustling for survival. Yeah, everybody's hustling for kroon, because that's the barrier to entry, right? You need to be at a certain point in your career in order for you to have access to any area that's better than the Cape Flats. That's just the truth of the matter. And I would assume it's true for anywhere in the world in terms of you having finances that gives you access to a different lifestyle. Yeah? We fighting the streets, my bro. Street fighter, street talk. It's real. 100% based conversation. But that's the thing, my bro, man. Like, if we want to see colored people elevate, then we need to put colored people in environments where they aren't fighting for survival and access to limited resources amongst each other. Because when you put a clone dogs in a cage and you only put one bowl of food there, somebody's gonna assert dominance over the rest of them. Why? Because we're all hungry, and in order for me to secure my piece of bread, I may need to bite your ass. And we can deny it as much as we want, but we still have that fucking caveman inside of us. That survival instinct of yours will kick in when put in certain situations. Your base as a human being is, I want to eat, I want to feel safe, and I want to have a place where I can sleep. Whenever those things are threatened, me bro, then there's a part of you, the animalistic side of you, the Neanderthal will wake up. And the more you have access to the comforts and the foods and the things in life that makes life comfortable, then you'll be chilled as fuck, bro. There's no reason for you to bring out the animalistic side of who you are. Know what I mean? Moving on, bracket side. Uncle Dudang knocking Freezy out of the qualifier number 2 here. Let's have a look at your quick bracket. We should... No, Blader. It's not time. It is going to be Uncle Dudang versus Apollo. Let me message this, bro. It's not winners finals yet, Sequele. There we go. Thanks for moving. Uncle Dudang! Versus Apollo CPT. Proudly repping Kaapstad tot laat toe. But maybe I don't get it twisted though, bro. Like, I love the Cape Flats, my guy. It is the most wonderfulest, amazingest, kakkest, duidelijkest, perfecte place you can ever be in your whole life, bro. Like Cat Williams say, all your dreams can come true in Westridge, or you can die at the fucking stoplight. You never know what the fuck is gonna happen. That's just how the plane is, man, bro. You can have the fucking time of your life, bro. In Colorado, in Westridge, in Strandfontein. Like, the thing can wreck me, bro. And then, in the fucking blink of an eye, the thing can wreck. Both ways. Apollo versus Uncle Do. Bro, I don't know if you've ever partied in the plane, bro. I don't know if you are into parties, but when I was growing up, right? Whenever you tell people you're from the plane, then they have that same reaction, like, yo, my bro, the plane. And then you invite them, right? And then one day they stick out. They eventually muster up the backbone to come through to the plane. And after they party in the plane, maybe then you swear they from the plane and you a visitor. Then they have more Mitchell's plane in them than you. Maybe the ladies of today have Fokko Lane, man. That kak had happened at Canal Walk where they all stick out in the Moermakaar. That's some kak, man. This ladies is looking for internet clout. Back in the day, maybe there was no internet, there was no social media. You didn't want anyone to see that you got a Moerse pak from someone else. Maybe when we used to go out to places like the Joel, Dockside, or Fuck Vibe, or Funky Lemon, or what else was popping back in the day? Adrenaline, Cafe Twilo, 169 on Long, Funky Buddha, Edward Street, Bunker 9, Vakamata. Like, if you went to any of those places, bro, like, everybody knew, like, it was an unspoken rule. Everybody's there to have a good time. Don't fuck it up for anybody else, right? But there was always brassen that came there with kakkerdachten that they wanted to spoil everything for everyone else. And you could always sniff them out like a mile away, bruh. And you always knew, like, nah, you just need to avoid this brasso. That's not the brasso that favor Cammy over Changi in the matchup? Okay. You always knew that they were gonna fuck up everybody else's time, and that, like, if you were caught in the mix with them, if security or authorities or anybody pulled up, your night was gonna end early. So you never normally want that, so you stay away from kak like that. But there's always gonna be brassen like that in the world. Druidroller, not holler. But I think I spent as much time in the arcade as I spent in the nightclubs. Because I was in the arcade during the day and I was in the nightclubs, like after dark. Like would legit hang out in town at the arcade until it closed, and then wait for the club to open like at 9 o'clock. So when Wonderland closes like at 6 o'clock, you walk from Cape Town Station up to Long Street, or to Green Market Square, or to the Gardens, or wherever there was brasser that would add a flat to some kak in town, and you go in lamb there and you wait for the Jolt to open, bruh. The arcade, yes, is the man is old, my bro, Freezy. We're not old, bruh. We've just been around. I showed it on stream on Saturday, and I'll show it to you guys also. I still have a full-on arcade stick model of the old arcade boards. It even has the authentic arcade joystick and buttons, bro. Because that's how I grew up playing fighting games. God damn! Yes! Yo, Capcom put a moersel lot of budget into that super. And she do that super, the Tarsuma grow grass. Against the Trixers there by Wonderland. I don't know who the fuck the Trixers are, but I used to play with their fun. You mean the Trickers? First to 10 against Jan van Riebeeck. Yeah, bro, there was a Jan van Riebeeck looking ass motherfucker in the arcade back in the day. Nah, bro, I don't think I ever went to Wonderland and played against people who knew fuck all about fighting games. It's fucking sweaty, my guy. Sweaty as fuck. Holy shit. And it wasn't just like one game, bro. There was sweats at every fucking machine. Whether it was X-Men vs Street Fighter, Darkstalkers, Street Fighter, Tekken 3, Killer Instinct, Mark of the Wolves, KOF. It didn't matter what machine you walked up to, bruh. There was sweats everywhere. And back then it was like, people weren't just sweaty at one game, bruh. If they lose at this machine, they normally go to the next machine that they are really good at, because the queue was always cack long. I can't even think of an MK game outside of MK3 that was popular at the arcade. I think MK died in the arcade after MK4, because I think with MK4 they tried to go 3D and that shit didn't land. Even Street Fighter EX didn't land. People didn't really play that as much as they played older Street Fighter. Like you can still go to is it, I don't know what is it, Magic Company? Oh, I don't know what game shop is here in Canal Walk, but when I go to the office and I take a walk in there, you can still find people fucking playing Champion Edition and KOF 2002, bro. Like that's how much staying power those games has. Like Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition is from 1991. It's 2025, bro. I don't think I've ever been a part of an era where I've never met sweaty people. As long as I've been playing games, whether it's in the online era or in the arcade era, I was always around people who are hyper competitive and competent at fighting games. And I feel like that's something that needs to be. We need to put a little bit more light on how the newer generations found fighting games, because for us, like, we had no option but to go outside. So in the era of online, like, who put you guys onto fighting games? Was it a family member? Was it a friend? Did you have an arcade experience? Like, is it the corner shop? Is it the bobby shop? Is it the Wonderland in N1? Canal Walk? Like, Uncle Dudang removes the Guna from competition and secures himself a place in losers finals. Good run, Apollo. Good run, my guy. Absolutely dope run. So now we are switching to the tail end of the tournament. It's going to be first to 3 all the way. View room settings, rules, save changes. Yes, there we go. Sequele versus Blade Fade. Blader, uppercut. Just update this over here. I'm actually curious to know how Sequel is finding this connection playing from the Switch. Checkmate gonna call. You played Street Fighter Alpha 2 one holiday and you spent all your money in the machine. Alpha 2 is a fucking good game, my guy. Holy shit. I think Alpha 2 is the most loved entry in the series. I remember when Street Fighter went into the Alpha series. I think the first one was called Street Fighter Zero. And the first time I played that, bro, oh, when I saw how cool Sagat looked, holy shit. Cow and chicken. Yes, I do know that it is an animated show. Yep, Weasel and Baboon. You know, it's kind of funny that you mentioned Checkmate. Checkmate is mutuals with a couple of other brasses that I have on social media. Apparently, Checkmate is like a hip-hop dance or some cack like that. And the brasse that I know that are mutuals with him was brasse that grew up around me playing fighting games. I minted one of Checkmate's mutuals. Brav man, Rizlo. That's the only way to address that situation, Uncle Weezy. Ooh! Come on, Freezy, play nice now. It looks like this connection is winning the match, eh? Yeah. If Blader does end up going the distance this evening, he's going to have to play on LAN for the finals, or I'm not going to allow him to enter. And then I'm going to allow second place and third place for him tonight to advance. I'll give him tonight. But he's definitely going to have to play with a LAN cable. Because his connection wasn't bad against me, but like against you guys, I can see that it's not holding up. You can see there's instances where Sequela is doing things and then it rolls back. You can see Sequela struggling in this match. Oof. Damn, the recovery on that cock is fast. Blanca pick? Or is Sequela tapping out because the connection is cuck? This will be interesting to see. Dude, Guile is already fucking frustrating to play on a decent connection. Can you imagine how frustrating it must be to play Guile on a cuck connection? Or a connection where there's even micro amounts of lag? Reaper died ages ago, my guy. Reaper died in losers quarters. Breezy, why are you being like this, bruh? I understand, but you don't have to. Like, it's a choice. But as a competitor, bro, I'd also be just losing to someone that had a cuck connection, especially in an online environment. Because if the connection was better, then the match would be completely different. Ooh. It's a fighting game, mustn't I choose violence? Well played, my guy, well played.
Guile wins.
Is what it is. Uncle Dudang versus Sequele. I think this is the run back, eh? Blader is someone from, I think it's Gabon that entered, but he's playing on Wi-Fi, and I know that players from Gabon, they need to play on VPN, but I think the fact that he's playing on Wi-Fi, he's probably playing on a laptop, I assume. It's making the connection worse. Is what it is, guys. You can put the blame on me. It is my fault for not stipulating LAN only, but as of next week, no LAN, no play. Like I've had over enough exposure as a PO, and having people get to grand finals and having a cuck connection, and then just having my whole plug to run the rest of the tournament completely withered because someone was playing with a cuck connection. Are the Egyptian players in what? I don't think so, bruh. Egyptians will probably have a way better connection with south of Europe and like just the countries that would border the Egyptian border. So like Spain, the UK, Gibraltar, all those countries that border them. I think they'd have a dope connection with the Europeans, so they wouldn't need to play with us. Okay, one round apiece. Loses one. Goes to key action. Okay, just after the hour. Loose. To 10 bells. 20 minutes before 10 bells.
Chun-Li wins.
Chance Buns win.
Round one. Fight.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Uncle Will is one with the Schmitz, my guy. Ancient stop the Blanc pressure. What a clutch down back by Sequele, staying alive. What? The walk unders are pretty good, man. Uncle Willie just knows. Uncle Willie just knows when to pick his spots, man.
Chun-Li wins! Round 1. Fight!
Okay. Uncle Dudang is up 2. Spinning bottle kick. Corner pressure now. Okay, trying to munch his way into this corner here, Sequele. Oh, using that Chun-Li walk speed to his advantage, just weaving in and out, picking the right spot, getting the jump in. Oh! Sequele able to beat the startup animation of the Kikoken Super. Ooh. Good in the corner, the high-low mix paying dividends for Uncle Dudang, looking at securing a 3-0 victory here over Sequele in this losers finals, potentially meeting Blader in grand finals. Finds the 1-2 check for the wall carry. Okay, side switched. Okay, takes a bite out of some Chun. Ooh, good call out on the level 1 by Sequele. Life was is in favor of Sequele now. Finds the 1-2. Just needs to wither down this life bar. Couple of minutes. I'm gonna say about like 1 to 3 ish hits. Okay. Ooh, almost got clipped that time. Ooh, just a little bit before Sequele and snipe the ankles on these Kikokens if he's within range. Oh, off that interaction with the drive rush. Commentator's blessing, what did I tell you? Okay, both of them get some start here. Well, burning out within the first 85 seconds. Puts Sequele in the corner now. Oh, Uncle Dudang. Ahead by enough. Oh, finds the neutral confirm, goes for the level 2. This should deplete that life bar. He can go for the level 1. Perfect. Okay. Oh, Uncle Dudang advancing to win his finals in emphatic fashion. We've seen this before. Will he be in finals? Okay, so it is grand finals. Can Will prevail against the connection and the boom? Will needs to win 3 and then win another 3. Alright, no stress, Uncle Willie. Nah, we'll don't take toilet breaks. We'll take thirsty breaks. Reaper's Bramos. Now you summa make Reaper an accomplice, me bro. You can't do that. Let me just open the other screen here on the side so that I can see. Okay, no, nobody's filled up the battle slot yet. When does Sagat come out? In August. Let me actually check. You tried exit lag, but you can't log in. Why? Why can't you log in with exit lag? Is there a problem with exit lag? August 5, so we get Sagat in a month's time. That's interesting. Okay. When do you guys think Capcom is gonna drop his full trailer? I hope they drop it like in the middle of July so that... Wait, when is Evo? Oh shit, he drops after Evo. Evo France is in October. Goddamn, 3 Evos in 1 year. Holy shit. It's Evo Japan, Evo USA, and then Evo France. The trifecta of the FGC. Because we don't exist, right? We'll never like be a Evo Africa or some cack like that, because I don't think anybody has tapped into just how cuck big Africa is as far as the FGC is concerned. Like, I'm 100% convinced that there's regions and pockets of players that we have absolutely no idea of that could be ridiculously dope at fighting games, because that's the story of Arslan Ash. That's the story of what's my dude's name, Verix, right? Champions coming out of absolutely nowhere and showing people that they are ridiculously competent at the game. And I feel like there's players from North Africa, the Moroccos, the Egypts, and the bordering countries that have strong FGC scenes other than South Africa, right? Like, other than myself and the homies from TUG, MERS, Unifier, who's the other homies, the UGC homies. Like, in South Africa we have like these small pockets of people that do shit for fighting games, right? And like, we have an active and a visible scene. Like, we have someone going through Capcom. So like, in terms of Africa representation for Street Fighter, South Africa and Jabi are currently like the flag bearers, and we're showing the world that like the scene is actually out here and that it exists. But I don't think that Africa has been fully explored as a fighting game region, because of the fact that Africa itself is still in 1999 as far as internet connections is concerned. Like, not all internet connections are built the same throughout the continent. Like, we have it good because we have decent internet, which means we can partake in the Capcom Pro Tours of the world, and we can partake in the Tekken World Tours of the world because we have a Tekken World Tour event that takes place in Cape Town. So like, if you a pro Tekken player, then you can come and get your Tekken World Tour points in Cape Town.
No mercy for you.
Round 1.
Holy shit. Okay. Ooh. Uncle Dudang, how's the connection? This man got Twitter combos. Okay.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh. Ooh, what a backdash. Getting the fuck out of dodge. Uncle Dudang in burnout. Blade with level 3. I like the drive rush to close the gap. Ooh, no DP punish that time. Not pressing any buttons. Smart. Needs to be careful. I smell a DI. What a throw. Uncle Dudang got reactions like that. Okay. Nice tick on the throw. No tick from Blader this time. What a call out. Mr. Chocolino.
Locked on.
What you say, my guy?
Continuing mission.
This man pull up. Looks for the match. He say away. Looks for the match. No link. This man is on some stone cold energy. Arrive, raise hell, leave. I don't even know if he's been lurking the entire time. He just stick it away! Exclamation Macherino. Unprovoked wild behavior. How you been doing, my dude? I'm not, bruh. You being like that. Man, stick it. Boop. Oh, nice A to A. These walk unders. Trademark Uncle Dudang. Oh, caught him reaching. The hands in the cookie jar. The hands should stay in your pants. You were working? No, bro, you always spanning, my guy. Respect to you, bruh. One day when you decide to have a family of your own, your lighties will always know me, bro. Daddy was a working man. Daddy never lumped with his pill in his hand. Ooh. Two games to Uncle Dudang. He's the relative of Knuckle-Doo. He's Ankle-Doo. You know, he's from the south. Knuckle-Doo is from the north. So he's Ankle-Doo. Taste on bus. Oh! Hey bro, where were you earlier, bro? I was saying that Capcom is on some wild marketing and promotion, bro. Like when they released Elena, we didn't know much. We didn't know how much of a gooner she actually was, bro. Like that's the gooner character for season 2, bro. Like every move she does, right? She's spreading her legs in a way that the Kusista is always needing the clapper. And then they announced outfit 4 and it's just scantily clad, my bro. It's net hulletjes. Because there was just Kusista on screen earlier in the chat. My bro, I really wasn't based, but Capcom, my bro, Capcom know what they're doing, Macau. They was just like, we have the metrics, we have the data. Right, season 4 is net kaalgat skins. Barely legal. Not just on a Sunday morning, you guys. You're always on the lookout. Uncle Dudang is up 2 games to 0 with around a piece here. They're not dropping a game all evening long, but the jury is out on whether or not the connection was aiding Blader. We do have the frame data. We decided on the mix, and yes sir, we will hold that mix. My bro, I see this Aina Malena. Yasas Marasa. Wait! My goodness! Which way did he go? Which way did he go? Camcayo Blanca.
Cammy wins.
Uncle Dudang! Wait for it. Wait for it. When in doubt, pull a Ken out. Honda. Now that was not on my bingo card for this evening chat. I got schmixed. I was not ready. I was not ready at all. Righto, hier gaat ons. Doe scooi boys. Nee, het is wel right. Het is lekker. Ons hou van jou. Ik heb nog nooit een mens ontmoet wat niet van meneer chocolade hou nie. Jy is so soet op die bek, ou seun. God damn! My favorite is Spada has entered the chat. What say you, number 6? Oh, no reactions that time from Uncle Dudang. He played it perfect, this man. Double PK! As a fighting game player, that would hurt that would bruise my ego. Yep. Chans Buns. What did I say? It's Chans Buns. I know Will is dik jas right now. For my double perfect, voor allemaal die mensen. Nou wees raak. Wees jou vlees. Hier is jou chops. Hier is jou braaipak. God damn! Mr. Chucks! Coming through with the 15 buckaroonies. Mr. Chucks showing how it's done, chat. This man arrived, Macherino, dropped the bag, and now he's probably just gonna lurk for the rest of the night. He's gonna lamb there in silence. Ina! So chat, the winner of qualifier number 2 for Crazy 8 this evening is now going to potentially take home 600 aka $20. You wanna make Will mad if he loses? My bro, Will! Waste this man here, man. Duskoy! Will committed to the Chun-Li. After going 3-0, he's down 2-0. Potentially going to be reverse 3-0'd. Where I come from, we'll call this a whole straight if Blader succeeds. 600 rand in PE is a lot. Maybe you can buy 6 currencies in PE. Glad you finished third. Always next week, Sequele. Always next week. Speaking about next week we will be having qualifier number 3. And that will also be winner takes all, as will be qualifier number 4. And then for the finals, once we have all 8 of our qualifying players, we'll do top 3 payout. Qualifiers, winner takes all. Finals, top 3. Will is gonna end you. Okay, that drive boss should come back for Uncle Dudang. Has to be careful now because of wild shit like that. Uncle Dudang on the board. Ah, Will is a nice guy, bro. Will only Muryu in the game. In real life, like, he's one of the dopest people that I've ever met, bro. Will is as cuck funny in real life as he is online, bro. Whoa! There goes Will's chances at $20. The connection is hitting him. Leg spikes! My bro, you must go and hit the man. Can you see this man is waiting for the connection to settle down? Dude, not gonna lie, Honda looks like a solid counter pick against Chun-Li, bruh. Like, he just shuts down a lot of the things that she's trying to do. But also, this connection is making the yellow cuck here. And this man's pressure is relentless with this Honda. I like how you show up, Freezy, with perfect timing, bruh. Oh, the try jump off the corner to avoid the desperation impact, but still needs to be careful here. Ooh, almost through. One touchy! Finds the throw he needs to close out the round, but he's still down again. Uncle Dudang. How deep can you dig? Oh, nobody on that's gonna hurt. Spins all his bar because he does not want to deal with the shenanigans. Needs to be careful now because... Ah, that's a frame trap into death. He tried. He tried.
Honda wins.
It is what it is, man. The sumo has brought the nighttime to the grand final run of Uncle Dudang. I mean, it's one thing fighting the opponent, it's another thing fighting a shaky connection. But it was my fault, chat. I take full accountability. I will stipulate as of next week going forward, anything that I'm hosting, if you are not playing on a wired connection, please do not sign up. Freezy Pops has been savage all night long, bruh. This man has been on one. guys, from my side, as always, shout outs to all of y'all for showing up week in and week out, making this not a monologue, and you know, interacting, having fun, talking kak, telling life stories. To be fair, his connection did not spike with you. You also got washed. Uncle Dudang, come talk to us, bruh. How bad was it? How bad was the connection in your match, dude? So because Uncle Dudang placed second, he will be in loser side. As far as Crazy 8's finals is concerned, so we've got Noodles in winners, we've got Blader in winners, we've got Watch You in losers, and we've got Uncle Dudang in losers. So next week we'll add 2 more, and I honestly have no idea who'll be in the bracket next week. I thought that was going to be the consensus coming out of that match, bruh. I was 100% certain that was going to be the consensus. But it is what it is. Well, you do qualify. You don't, unfortunately, take any of the winnings this evening. It is what it is. But I shall see you in finals. Like, I always feel cuck when people play against people with cuck connections, you know? Hurts me more than it hurts you. So I am gonna send you guys over to Bionic. Bionic is playing some Street Fighter 6 as well. You guys can go and chill in his stream. Bionic has been consistent with the content creation and the streams regularly on Twitch on a more regular basis than what he used to be, right? And also just pumping out the TikToks, the clips and shit like that. Placing third last weekend in the first World Warrior. Absolutely insane run from him. Mark the Shark placing second, Jabi placing first. But yeah, man, from my side, it's been a liquor one. As always, you guys have been dope. I am 5. Sending you over to Bionic. Enjoy whatever it is you're gonna do for the rest of your evening. Safety boots. Oh yeah, by the way, if you subbed or gifted a sub in the chat this evening, you should be eligible to claim your GAL EX2 code, eh? From Capcom. I almost said Samsung. I don't know why. I'm looking at my phone. So yeah, if you donated a sub or if you subscribe to the channel or any participating channel that is playing Street Fighter, or if you're watching Street Fighter on Twitch, you can go claim your GAL EX2. But from me, I shall sight you guys next week, Wednesday for Street Fighter. I'll probably be streaming, if not tomorrow, over the weekend. Just jam session. So if you guys see me online, stick it, come hang out in the chat, come lurk, come talk kak. Always a vibe. Safety boots.